Mr. Annamalai. Thank you very much for joining me on the News Hour. Today, you must have seen the comments made by Sam Pitroda, Satyanarayan Gangaram Pitroda, friend, philosopher, guide of the Congress party, and Rahul Gandhi. How do you react to his idea of India, or should I say, the Indian skin?
I am extremely happy that you used the word called idea of India. I was waiting for some very senior journalist of your repute, somebody to use the word called idea of India. So what he has done, he has questioned the very idea of India, madam. African is not a wrong word, and Chinese is not a wrong word, Arab is not a wrong word. It's okay. People live in different parts of the world. But the connotation he mentioned is, we are all descendants of some invaders. Northeast are descendants of some invaders. That is why they look like Chinese. Arabs, descendants of invaders, they look like Western people, west side of India, Arab. The southern part of India, he says African. So that is very, very disturbing to me. Not the mere connotation of any word, madam. It's so disturbing because what is the Congress idea of India? When we say the idea of India that we are full, we are whole, everybody is together, this is a national political party which is supposed to have a national outlook. And the friend, philosopher and guide of the senior leader, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, Sam Pitroda ji, calls the very idea of India into question as a national party representative. That too, I think, from Rajiv Gandhi ji to Rahul Gandhi ji has been a mentor, philosopher and guide, continuously giving them idea. So if this is the mindset in which Congress senior people are operating, that is why still Robert, after the 5 states assembly election results, madam, the Congress leaders from Tamil Nadu and other parts of India at the southern side, they put a tweet, this is South, and the South fortress not breached, and this is like we are South. So a senior Congress leader, somebody is an MP like Karthik Chidambaram from Tamil Nadu, Shivagangai, and many other senior leaders used this word right after the 5 state assembly elections. Then only we were questioning, how is Congress looking at India per se? What is their idea? Now Sam Pitroda ji has taken one step further. Now mere condemnation by Jairam Ramesh ji, or putting a small tweet to say that Congress is dissociating themselves from this statement, that is all on the surface, madam. Now people of India are watching, and they are watching very clearly. They know the intention behind the Congress is, their idea of India is very, very different from your idea, probably my idea of India.
But when Sam Pitroda has now resigned from his position as president of the Indian Overseas Congress, do you think this is enough in terms of action and the fact that he's voluntarily stepped down? Do you see this as a step of sincerity from the Congress?
Madam, of course there is an office bearer in every party, and the people are certain times an office bearer, they do their responsibility, they move out. But Sam Pitroda ji doesn't fall into that league. So if you look at the history for the last 40 years, right from Rajiv Gandhi's time, then the young Turks of the Congress party at that point of time, then the Sanjay Gandhi's introduction, then Rahul Gandhi ji coming inside, the transition phase of Congress, then the Manmohan Singh ji's 10 years of power. So if you look at all the angles and all the 10 years, different decades, Sam Pitroda ji was present every time, 1980s, 1990s, 2000s, 2010s. So this is not an ordinary person who can just say, oh, I'm an office bearer, I've resigned, I'm so sorry. No, he is a guy who's deeply ingrained into the Congress thinking, and he is more into the brain trust of the Gandhi family, and he is speaking like this. It's not just off the cuff remark, madam. Anybody looks at that video conference, it's a very well thought out, that came from his heart. And he says India is such a complex country to govern, and the kind of language he used follows it, which clearly shows that whatever they are trying to do is just a damage control. But what we are trying to do, what I am trying to kind of explain to you or give you my point of view, madam, is this shows the Congress thinking, not Sam Pitroda ji. Today is like the ultimate tip of the iceberg he has taken. Now continuous elections, the South, the way they made it North-South, during the last 1 year, after the 5 assembly elections, what they are trying to set a South narrative, then the Congress governments, the Congress CMs of southern states trying to make it North versus South, then the Congress leaders including Mr. D.K. Shivakumar's brother talking about it is time that Karnataka might form, South might form a separate nation. So I'm just putting things in totality, madam, putting things in totality, that it is Congress thinking that is coming out one by one. And today what Sam Pitroda ji has spoken is ultimate. Now he might resign, they might do damage control mode, probably they might take some action against him tomorrow. But what we are trying to argue is, we are trying to bring the Congress true face out. How they have an ecosystem outside the country. people like George Soros sitting outside trying to control the Congress narrative, people going to foreign universities in front of a foreign audience, trying to debate about the idea of India, questioning India's democratic institutions, other institutions. Western audience, they want them to cheer for
True.
it. So we are talking of the sum totality of the Congress behavior.